The Songhai Empire ruled most of West Africa from 1464 to 1591 for a total of 127 years. They took over land that was once ruled by the Ghana and then the Mali. The Songhai rise to power was primarily due to the militaristic takeovers of rulers such as Sunni Ali Bar and Askia Mohammed. The fall of the Songhai Empire began following the deposition of Askia Mohammed and continued to escalate until 1591 when the Moroccan Empire took over the Songhai due to their superior weapons. The belief system of the ancient Songhai Empire was defined by a deep appreciation of nature. They believed that there was one supreme god. However, this one supreme god was unknowable and impersonal, and so they worshipped these spirits and the ancestors, whom they believed did God's work. They worshipped these beings at designated areas such as rivers and trees, which reflects their deep appreciation for nature. Their writing system also reflects their deep appreciation for nature as well as their beliefs. This ideogrammic writing system was used to immortalize styles of writing such as stories, poems, and riddles that reflected the Songhai people's beliefs and way of life.
Architecture in Songhai was a blend of both Islamic and African values. Combined, these values created numerous buildings such as mosques, schools, and tombs. The Tomb of Askia is one example of Songhai architecture. This tomb was built in Gao, Mali, and is believed to be the burial place of Askia Muhammad, the Songhai Empire's most important ruler. This building reflects how the African architectural style adapted to Islamic beliefs. Another example of Songhai architecture would be the Jenne Mosque. This mosque is located in the city of Jenne, Mali. It is a monument that was constructed almost entirely from mud and brick, and it was coated with clay. This building is another example of a distinctive style of African architecture combined with Islamic beliefs. Like architecture, art in Songhai was very influenced by African and Islamic beliefs. Songhai art consisted of pottery, figurines, jewelry, weavings, and also masks. Clay was plentiful in the area, so pottery and ceramics were very common. Public works in ancient Songhai consisted of roads, mosques, schools, libraries, and much more. Most roads were paved, which made it easier for trade. One famous school was the University of Sankore. People from the surrounding areas would come here to study mathematics, science, and medicine. This university is located in Timbuktu, Mali.
The soil in Africa was very rich and fertile due to the many rivers running through it. The soil was so fertile that many of the preceding civilizations, such as Ghana and Mali, built their societies around farming, but Songhai was different because they focused on trade more than farming. The division of labor and social classes in Songhai went hand in hand because your social class was based off of your division of labor. The top of the social class was very similar to the tops of other civilizations' social classes because it consisted of kings and government officials, and same with the bottom of the social classes because it consisted primarily of slaves. The thing that made the lowest social class so unique was that they used slaves to do all of the farming for the Songhai Empire. The largest class in the Songhai Empire was the middle class or the working class. This social class was broken up into three groups. At the top, there was the original Songhai descendants. They were viewed as higher than the other two groups in the middle class. Just below the original Songhai descendants were the people who did non-farm work, such as traders. These people did the exact same work as the original Songhai descendants, but they were still viewed as lower because they were not originally from Songhai. Then, just below them were the farmers. They felt that farmers were lower than the non-farm work, such as traders, because that was a job for a slave, and they had slaves doing the majority of the farming for them.